Let's step into a quiet space together. We're here to explore something truly profound, an idea that hides in the very pursuit of wisdom. We're here to understand the shadow that sacred knowledge can cast. This ancient warning from the Upanishads presents us with a paradox that can feel, well, pretty unsettling. We're always taught to seek knowledge, right? To escape the darkness of not knowing. But this text warns us that the path of knowledge itself holds an even greater peril. Just let that settle for a moment. Not just darkness, a deeper darkness. How could that possibly be? How can the light of understanding end up casting a shadow even more profound than ignorance itself? And here, we can see the paradox laid bare. On one side, you have ignorance, which is a state of darkness, simple enough. But on the other, the worshipping of knowledge, that's what leads to something far more treacherous. You see, the crucial word here isn't knowledge, it's worshipping. It points to an attachment, a kind of reverence that has completely lost its way. Now, this isn't to say learning is bad, not at all. It's a warning about a very subtle trap that's waiting for anyone on a spiritual or philosophical path. And it's so easy to fall into precisely because it feels like you're making progress. So let's just ask the question directly. How does the search for truth, for sacred knowledge, become the very trap we're trying to avoid? What's the mechanism behind this deeper darkness? Well, the trap, it's woven by the ego. It all starts when we mistake collecting information for real, genuine transformation. We start to worship the words on the page, the map, and we completely forget they were only meant to guide us to the actual territory. And that intellectual pride, it builds a fortress around us, and it shields us from the very experience the knowledge was supposed to inspire in the first place. The way out of this trap, well, it all comes down to one simple but profound shift in how we see things. We have to understand that the books, the philosophies, the teachings, they are not the truth itself. They are simply pointers. Think about it like this. A pointer has one job, to show you the way. You would never mistake a sign that says ocean for the ocean itself, would you? You wouldn't just stand there admiring its lettering and believe you've actually felt the water or heard the waves. You know, there's a beautiful old saying that just nails this idea perfectly. If you only focus on the finger pointing at the moon, you'll miss the moon entirely. Sacred knowledge is that finger. It's wonderful, it's helpful, it's essential for getting us oriented. But if we become fixated on it, we miss the whole celestial glory it was trying to show us. Okay, so if we're not meant to worship it, or to build our identity around it, what is its true purpose then? What's it really for? Its true purpose is to guide us toward embodiment. The path is actually quite simple, but so profound. First, you encounter the pointer. You read the text, you hear the teaching. Second, and this is the most critical step, you actually follow its direction. You apply the teaching to your own life. You live it. And finally, through that practice, you arrive at the destination. You have a direct, personal experience of the truth the words were pointing to all along. And right there, that's the answer to the paradox. The deeper darkness is a mind that's just burdened with a pile of unlived knowledge. True light, true wisdom comes from knowledge that's been integrated, practiced, and embodied. It's the difference between knowing the path and actually walking the path. So in the end, we're left with two very distinct paths. The path of worshiping knowledge gives you a mind full of exquisite, detailed maps, but you never actually leave the room. The path of practicing wisdom, though, that one puts your feet on the path. You might only have a simple map, but you're moving, you're on the journey, you're experiencing it. And so I'll leave you with a question for your own reflection. Look at what you've learned, at the ideas you hold to be true. Is that knowledge a comfortable shelter you've built to protect yourself, a collection of facts you hide inside? Or is it a signpost that you are actively following, guiding your steps on a journey out into the real?